Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is accounting procedures, rules of debit and credit. In the meaning of accounting, we have discussed how we record transaction, how we do classification, summarizing, analyzing. Okay, so what is classification? We have already discussed classification means recording transaction of similar nature altogether. Okay, like purchase transactions together, or sales transaction together, cash transactions together. This can be done with the help of account. Okay, so here is the meaning of account. Account is a record of business transactions relating to a particular person or item. An account has two sides. Left hand side is called debit side and right hand side is called credit side. Okay, so under double entry system of accounting, each transaction has two aspects. One aspect, that is debit, it means receiving or incoming aspect. Another aspect is credit, that is giving or outgoing aspect. Debit and credit aspects of a transaction form the basis of double entry system. Here you can see the pro forma of account. We have two sides, left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side components are date, particulars, journal folio, that is JF, amount. Similarly, right side, date, particulars, journal folio, amount. So these debit and credit are the two sides of account. Now, how we come to know that which transactions to be debited and which transactions to be credited? For that, we need to study classification of account. Here you can see accounts are classified into two, that is traditional approach and modern approach. So today we'll talk about traditional approach. As per this approach, accounts are classified into two categories, personal accounts and impersonal accounts. Under personal accounts, we have three, namely natural personal accounts, artificial personal accounts, and representative accounts. Representative personal accounts. Okay. Under impersonal accounts, we have two. First is real account, another nominal account. So let's discuss the meaning of personal account first. As the name has its meaning, account which relates to persons, that is individual, firms, companies, debtors, creditors, etc. are personal accounts. For example, Ram account, okay, a customer debtors account, or the account of Jhaveri and Company, a supplier of goods, that is creditors. Capital account, drawings account, these are the examples of personal account. Under personal, we have three categories. First is natural personal account. The term natural person means persons who are creation of God. Therefore, these will include accounts in the individual name. Okay, जो भी individual persons के account है, that will fall under the category of natural personal account. Like Ram's account, Shyam's account, Mohan's account. किसी भी person के account को आप classify करोगे under natural personal account. Next we have artificial personal account. Artificial जो man made होगा, okay, like firms, companies, any cooperative society, all this comes under the category of artificial personal account. For example, Sri Shankara Vidyalaya, okay, it comes under artificial personal account. These accounts include accounts of corporate bodies or institutions which are recognized as person in business dealing. For example, the account of a limited company, the account of a club or a cooperative society, etc. are the examples of artificial personal account. Understood the difference? कोई भी इंडिविजुअल पर्सन के अकाउंट है दैट कम्स अंडर नेचुरल पर्सनल अकाउंट, एंड कोई फर्म, कंपनीज, क्लब्स, इंस्टीट्यूशंस के अगर नाम आते हैं इट विल फॉल अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल पर्सनल अकाउंट. Then we have representative personal accounts. These are accounts which represent a certain person or a group of person. For example, if rent is due to the landlord, an outstanding rent account will be opened in the books. अभी outstanding rent सबके लिए तो नहीं है, जिसका अमाउंट ड्यू है ये उसी को सिग्निफाई करता है. ओके, सो ऐसे अकाउंट्स which represent a certain person or a group of persons comes under the category of representative personal account, like prepaid rent. A prepaid rent means rent which has been paid in advance. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि सारे लोग एडवांस में रेंट पे करेंगे. There are some persons who will pay rent in advance. So representative represent a certain group. Then we have impersonal accounts. Under impersonal you can see real and nominal. Under real account we record all assets. Yes, I think you all know the meaning of assets. Assets are the resources for the business. Okay, तो जितने भी assets हैं that comes under the category of real account. Okay, impersonal account meaning is account which are not personal. Account which are not personal known as impersonal account. So under real we record accounts which relate to tangible and intangible assets of the firm. Okay, tangible assets like land, building, investment, machinery, okay, cash in hand. Intangible assets are goodwill, patents, trademarks. All these assets comes under the category of real account. Then we have nominal. Nominal is related to revenue or expenses. Accounts which relate to expenses, losses, gains, revenue, etc. are termed as nominal accounts. Okay, so today we have discussed the categories of accounts. I hope it is clear to you all. Okay, personal account में हमारी 3 कैटेगरी होती है. Natural is related to all individual persons account. Artificial is related to firm, companies, institutions. Representative means which represent a certain group of persons. Okay, for example, all your outstanding expenses. Alright, all your prepaid expenses, accrued income, income received in advance are the example of representative personal accounts. Or the other way you can see this representative account in this way. See, under nominal we record all income, gains, losses, expenses. Those are regular general income expenses. If you add prefix or suffix, okay, in your income or expense, it will become representative personal account. For example, salary. Salaries comes under the category of nominal. But if you add outstanding word with salary, it will become representative personal account. Okay, similarly, insurance paid, okay, it falls under the category of nominal account. But if you add prepaid word with insurance, prepaid insurance comes under the category of representative personal account. All right, Now one question based on classification of account. Classify the following under personal, real and nominal accounts. See, here are some terms given. We need to classify whether it is real, personal or nominal. Okay. The first one is capital. Capital comes under the category of personal account as it is a money which is invested by owner in the business. So it is personal account. Okay. Next is machinery. Machinery comes under the category of real. As I told you, all assets, whether tangible or intangible, comes under the category of real account. So second, machinery comes under real account. C, purchase. So purchase means expenses. Okay, purchase of goods means these are general expenses for the business. All expenses, revenue comes under the category of nominal. So third one, the answer is nominal account. Then we have discount received. It also comes under the category of nominal. All income, gains, expenses, losses comes under nominal account. Rent paid is also our general expenses. It comes under the category of nominal account. Then we have bank. Bank signifies a particular person account. Alright, so it will come under the category of personal. Bank overdraft also, it represent a certain group or individual person. It will comes under the category of personal account. Sale, nature is revenue. It comes under the category of nominal account. Then we have debtors. As I told you, except bank and debtors, all assets comes under the category of real. So debtor means a person or a group of persons. It comes under personal account. Creditors, personal account. Furniture being an asset comes under real account. Similarly, cash, real account. Bad debts का मतलब होता है irrecoverable amount. Okay, suppose हमें किसी से पैसे लेने थे 10,000 from a debtor, he is unable to pay us. That amount which is not recovered, known as bad debts. These are losses, comes under the category of nominal account. Then we have bad debts recovered. Okay, आपका कुछ डूबा हुआ पैसा आपको वापस मिल जाता है. Again, comes under the category of income, so nominal account. Prepaid salary. Okay, salary इसके आगे prefix लगा हुआ है. It is representative person, so you can say this is personal. It comes under the category of personal account. Goodwill being an intangible asset comes under real account. Advertisement, expenses, nominal account. Commission accrued, personal account, because accrued word is written with this. Land and building, real account. Then interest received. Interest received comes under the category of nominal account. Then we have drawings. Drawings related to proprietor's money withdrawn for personal use comes under the category of personal account. Okay, so in this way you need to write. See, personal, real, nominal,